Alright, I got a new thing from Corsa here. Now, it's kind of a super secret part that they, but they have allowed me to be the first to try it out on my Challenger. And I'm honored, I really am. Let me just go ahead and show you guys what this is. I caught my HELLCAT, as you can see, and now I'm ready for the install, and it's very easy. Now all you got to do is, once you're in the Challenger, it's a drop-in system, and once you're in here, you have the HELLCAT in here. It's fully installed and you're ready to go. You have your 707 horsepower, just like a HELLCAT, but in an RT. You'll be wheeling and dealing in no time. You'll be making those quarter-mile times just like a HELLCAT, and you'll be driving like a cat out of hell with your HELLCAT in the box. And April Fools. So I'm gonna get our nervous cat, because he's unfamiliar with this territory. He's very nervous right now. I'm gonna get him back indoors, and I'm gonna get back at y'all with what I want to talk about. Alright, so I made this video a couple days ago too, so you're wondering why don't I just use the footage from then? And I would, except I feel like it was a little too long-winded for what I wanted to do. I wanted a short, simple, contrite message about my Carbon Creations Viper style hood. I wanted to get this hood because, one, it's carbon fiber like I wanted, and I can't find as far as I know, I can't find one that I can afford, a Demon hood in carbon fiber. Plus, everyone's going to be doing that now, and everyone already does like a HELLCAT hood upgrade, so I didn't want to just go with the run-of-the-mill, as cool as they are. I didn't want to go with the run-of-the-mill HELLCAT upgrade that everyone does. I wanted something unique, and this is unique to its own style, but yet it's also like both of them combined. It's got like vent plus, and then it's got the mid scoop plus in size and all. But now, the quality of it. I'm not going to say that the quality is bad, but it's also not perfect or great. And this is, it's just what happens in the aftermarket, especially when it comes to parts like this. You see, I got quite a bit of a gap here, and I've tried several things. I've tried weights and stuff. For those of you that follow me on Instagram, by the way, thank you. You would know that bit already. But I tried to put some weights down on here with heat and all, and it's still there. It still persists. It comes back up. So there's like a gap like that. And at first I had like a large gap over here and a small gap over here, but I've mostly been able to even those out just by shifting the hood around. So that one is not a problem to me. It's just this is my biggest problem right here, is the big gap on the side profile. So the fitment is not perfect. The quality of the carbon fiber itself, I can't say I'm displeased with that. I think it's pretty fucking solid, high gloss material. So it's, solid in that respect. These vents are a relatively cheap thing, but let me explain something about that. One, Carbon Creations stuff is kind of budget oriented, in that their prices are meant to compete with the aftermarket that's on the premium higher end. And if they did a bunch of premium things like, plastic, professional looking hood bezels and stuff like that, extra work, extra materials, and all that, and it would jack the prices up. Premiums like that jack the prices up on a product, hence prior designs and shit like that. Their hoods are, by comparison, relatively expensive, though more premium. I'll grant you that. So that's why, there's not a lot of premium work put into that. It's basically a hood meant for those who are looking to, as far as what I can read from it anyway, it feels like a hood made for those that are making it more of a hobbyist effort that want to customize it and custom fit it to a certain degree, custom fit it themselves and stuff. But basically, custom and customize the hood. You know, it's meant for that audience. Because I had to modify a few things to get it to fit, you know, just right and all that, and set down. And I do still plan on getting my hood pins, but right now it is held by the stock hood latch. I ground off the latch they had in there because it was a little too long. So I cut that off, ground it down, and fit the stock hood latch in its place by drilling holes and cutting out a little bit of a hole in the under panel. I kind of did that so that way the latch could fit down in there. Nice and snug, and it will do for now, but I do still plan on getting my arrow catches installed, probably somewhere in this area, maybe, or right here in the front. It's difficult to, you know, kind of maybe right here though, to can I pull that down? I don't know, I haven't decided. I'll talk it over with the shop that I end up going with. Let's see what my options are, but just know, in short, that Carbon Creations feels more like a hobbyist-oriented hood for a budget dollar rather than a high dollar premium kitted hood. So if you don't want to go through the, you know, troubles of customizing or hassling and finding, you know, fitment options and shit like that, then you're better going off paying the higher price. But just how much is your budget is basically, you know, the determining factor here. So whether you go with this or if you wait a while and go with a premium hood. So I would say that the overall quality of this hood is okay, but just expect that there's going to be work to do and that there are, in fact, some imperfections. So it's not perfect, it's not premium super duper quality, but I wouldn't call it piss poor by any means. So at the end of the day here, it's, you know, Easter Day, so happy Easter to you all. Hope it was a good one, and happy April Fools as well, all in one big confusing clusterfuck. But it was a full moon last night, and it's April Fools and Easter on the same day, right after a full moon. So that's some crazy shit. Basically, if you all have any other questions or concerns about your purchase of a Challenger Viper hood, or a general inquiry about my hood or whatever, go ahead and you know, contact me. You know, ideally you would contact Carbon Creations all, but if you have like question that would be answerable by someone who owns a product by them or whatever, then, you know, go ahead, hit me up in the comments or even on my Instagram, private message me, ask me, you know, what it is you want to know about my Carbon Creations product, and I will gladly try to answer you. But this was meant as a quick sort of, you know, be aware of what you're getting into with Carbon Creations, and that is a customized sort of mint product. It's targeted towards that, in my opinion. But outside of those few things, as always, hit the like button if you like this video, or if you're feeling merciful today. Hit the subscribe button as well. That really helps out, and you can follow me on my social medias linked below. Those are all good ways. Turn on notifications as well. Those are all good ways. Those are all good ways to keep up with when I go live with new videos, which I try to do each weekend. I'm hoping to get more regular. I've been trying. It doesn't look like it, but I've been trying to work out scheduling and stuff to figure out how to do these more often. And with that said, I'll see you all in the passenger seat next ride.